welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a get ready with me because I'm getting ready for my senior portraits. So to start off, I was applying concealer. I used the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Light under my eyes, on my chin, and my forehead, as well as my nose and my cheeks, just because, well, to highlight and then to conceal some blemishes and some redness I have on my cheeks. The original plan was to use foundation and do a full face, hello. But the day that I actually practiced, the foundation turned out really cakey and textured, and I didn't really know what to do about it. I mean, some people told me not to use too much powder, or to use a hydrating primer, or to use not much foundation. I don't even know. So I decided just to use some concealer on my problem spots because my skin is actually pretty good anyway. So I just decided to use some concealer and then some face stuff just so it gives the illusion that I used foundation but didn't, if that makes sense. It looks better towards the end. But yeah, right now I'm just blending. And this morning I actually got my hair done. I got it curled, and I actually really like it, but at the time it looked really, like, the curls looked so beautiful and tight, obviously because I had just done them. And now that, like, after the pictures and everything, like, my hair is so frizzy because it's so hot outside. But now we're doing my eyebrows, and I'm using the Stay Put I don't remember the name. The Stay Put brow color in the shade Dark Brown by Milani. And I'm just doing my eyebrows. I actually did my left eyebrow like 3 times just because I kept having trouble with the way it was coming out. Like, my right eyebrow is actually naturally thicker, and it's more fuller in the front of the brow. So all I have to do is outline it, fill in the sparse areas a bit, and then just lightly shade the front of the brow. But my left eyebrow isn't as thick, and it has more sparse areas, especially in the front. So I have to kind of fill in the front, and it's kind of hard because it turns out like chalky or cloudy. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks very, like, it's noticeable that I filled it in. So usually, oftentimes, I just do my right eyebrow, and then I try to mirror my left eyebrow to it. It takes me a couple tries, but it still turns out good. This was the first time I did it, and they actually looked pretty thick. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but to me they looked pretty thick. So here I'm doing it again. I actually spent like 10 to 15 minutes on my eyebrows, and I usually don't even spend that much time, like not even trying to lie, like, it doesn't even take me that long time to do my eyebrows. But I didn't want to, like, just do them and, like, go, like, just rush through them today, especially today. So I decided to take my time and restart 3 times. But yeah, they actually turned out pretty good. And then here you can tell in the front they're actually not that even. So I touched them up a lot. But now I'm just going to clean up under the brows using the same concealer by Maybelline. And this actually makes me, like, at this point, I was actually thinking about doing eyeshadow, but I was like, you know what? No. Because I'm not even that good at eyeshadow, so imagine I take, 20 minutes to do a look and don't even like it, and then to take it off and start over again. It was, 9:30 or 9:40 at this point, so I didn't even have time, and I wanted to be done by 10:30, and I barely made it out of the house on time. So imagine if I did a whole eyeshadow look, no. And I also think it looked better anyways, just the face, the eyebrows, the mascara, and some lip gloss. It looked quote unquote natural. Not natural, but it looked light and simple. Still, it looked good. but I just didn't overdo it. So now I'm gonna bronze my face using this palette from Ulta Beauty. I don't really know what it's called. But the shade is called, oh, it's just called Matte Bronzer. It's actually really orange, and I don't like that. So later on, I go in with a different palette that I have. It's a bronzer that it's a little bit brown, more dark brown than this one. And honestly, at the beginning, the bronzer looks really, really orange, and it looks, it looks bad, okay? Like the harsh lines, like it's not that blended out. There's some patchy areas, and I promise I acknowledge it. I know I looked crazy, but I promise I fixed it. I actually ended up mixing both of the bronzers just to get a better color, and so it didn't look so crazy. And I just want to put out a disclaimer. I am not a professional, clearly, hello. So there's some things that I do differently. And, like, I know sometimes it's not right. Like, I know it's not the proper way. But I just do what works for me, okay? Okay. So here I actually looked like a clown, too. Because the bronzer was super pigmented on the cheeks. But now I'm gonna start to bake using the CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Powder in Translucent Fair. I tried to use a little bit because I was told that using too much is what was making me like cakey and textured, apparently, okay? I don't know. I'm not a professional. But I used the pad because I couldn't find my beauty blender, like I said. But I think it still worked out good. I don't even know. Okay, so now I'm contouring my nose. My nose actually has a natural contour, but I wanted to go in with the bronzer a little bit just because I thought it would look weird if the rest of my face is like really, really bronzed and then my nose is just with no makeup. And now I'm applying some concealer just to highlight my nose a little bit and everything like that. I think my nose contour turned out pretty good, actually. Not to like, what's the saying, like toot my own horn? But yeah, I actually ended up touching up my nose a lot just to make sure it looked good. And that bronzer looks so bad on camera. I swear in person later on it just looked so much better than the camera. Like you can see like the patchy areas, the harsh lines. It looked bad, like really bad. But I tried to blend it out as much as I can. Okay, so here I'm using the face palette, the bronzer that I was talking about. I don't know where I got this from, but that's what I'm going in with over the other bronzer, just to kind of cool down the orange shade, because it did look really orange. And to kind of blend it all together to see if that would make it at least look less patchy. I think it did. I don't know. I think it made it look better, and it blended it, and it cooled down the orange because it was really orange. Okay, so now I'm bronzing my forehead, and I don't know if anyone's noticed. I know that a lot of people do this. I've seen it on TikTok, but I naturally raise my eyebrows all the time, like no matter what. In pictures, like on my daily, on the daily, I have my eyebrows raised, just because my natural, like if I rest my brows, like you can see my face looks rounder, my forehead looks bigger, and I just look like angry. I don't even know why, but I feel like raising the brows just like frames your face a little bit better. It makes it look more slim, like it raises everything, like it raises your eyes. I don't know. Okay, now I'm curling my lashes, and I actually thought about wearing falsies today, but to be honest with you, I'm not that good at putting on lashes yet, okay? Because the front is always just a little bit sticking off, and I didn't want to have to deal with that And either way, my natural lashes are pretty long and pretty anyways. Pretty long and pretty. They're long and pretty. So I was like, you know what, just to keep up with the whole like simple vibe of the makeup, I'm just gonna do my natural lashes. So I'm using the Maybelline mascara. I think it says Gigi Hadid. I guess that's the name. I mean, I know who she is, but like I don't know if that's what the mascara is called. But that's what it says, alright? I'm just the messenger. So I actually apply my mascara straight from the root just to avoid any clumpiness and so that all the lashes are coated. And this is a drugstore mascara, but it actually makes my lashes look pretty good. Like, they look long, they're not stuck together, they're not clumpy, and yeah. I like the Better Than Sex mascara as a brand mascara. It's actually the only brand mascara I've ever tried, and I actually like it a lot. But for the budget, you know what I'm saying? I think this is a really good mascara. Like, I would definitely recommend it. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I used to be one of those people who's like, ew, like, lashes on your lower lash line? Like, why? But that was because people would drag it, and they would like do too much on the lower lash line, and they would excessively coat their lashes, so then their lashes would look like spiders. You know what I'm saying? But if you lightly coat every single lash, just lightly, it would make the biggest difference. Like, to me, it makes your eyes look more awake, and I don't know, I feel like it completes the look, if that makes sense. Like, if I only do the top lashes and I don't coat the bottom lashes, I feel like my eyes look incomplete. That sounds weird, but like I feel like my mascara looks incomplete. I don't even know. But now I'm going in with the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I got this in an Ipsy subscription bag, and I actually really like it a lot. Like, they would send me some pretty nice stuff when I had it. I had to cancel it because I was getting way too much makeup, and I don't even use makeup like that. But low-key, I don't know if you guys saw earlier, my skin was seriously glowing. So I didn't even need highlight, and I don't even use highlight anymore. Like, I used to use it a lot, especially for cheer. Like, I would use highlight just all the time, like for games, for competitions, everything. And now I just don't use highlight anymore. But today I was feeling fancy. Like, I was putting highlight on my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, on my cheeks, on my cupid's bow. Like, wow. Okay, now I'm chiseling the end of my bronzer just so it looks, you get that like straight cut, if that makes sense. I know it works better with the beauty blender, but I also feel like when I bake with a beauty blender, I grab too much, it like grabs too much powder, so that's why it looks so cakey. But I was using this fluffy brush, and it honestly worked okay. It worked fine, like it did the job, and I think it looked good. So now I'm highlighting the cupid's bow, which I never really do, but like I said, I was feeling fancy today. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I even highlighted the inner corner of my eyes, and honestly, I don't even like to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. Like, I don't like to do it. Like, I just feel like it looks so weird on me, but today, I got like inspired or something, and like, it actually looked really good. It made my eyes look more awake, and I don't know, I just feel like I completed the look. Completed the look. Okay, so now I'm using a Burt's Bees pink grapefruit lip balm just to moisturize my lips. I did end up using a tinted lip gloss later on, but I wanted to put it on either right before I left or right before I started taking the pictures, just because I didn't want it to dry out or anything. But okay, that's the look. I think it looked pretty good.